When young Sheldon first hit screens in 2017, it was more than just a Big Bang Theory spinoff. It became a heartfelt, clever coming-of-age story about a boy genius and his family navigating life in East Texas. Over 7 seasons, we saw Sheldon Cooper grow from an awkward, precocious child into the brilliant but emotionally complex character fans already loved from the original series. But now that the show is wrapped, what's next for the stars who brought the Cooper family and their colorful neighbors to life? From Broadway stages to directing debuts, the cast is spreading their wings and stepping into exciting new roles. Let's catch up with a talented cast of young Sheldon and see where they've landed in 2025. Ian Armitage, Sheldon Cooper. Few young actors have captured hearts quite like Ian Armitage. With his bright eyes, meticulous delivery, and uncanny portrayal of Sheldon's quirks, Armitage carried the emotional core of the series. Now 16, Ian is transitioning smoothly into more mature roles. In 2024, he starred in a critically acclaimed coming-of-age indie film The Wild Decibels, playing a teenage music prodigy rediscovering his passion after a loss. His performance earned him a nomination for Best Young Performer at the Critics' Choice Awards. Ian has also returned to the stage, his first love, with a recent role in a modern adaptation of The Tempest off-Broadway, drawing praise for his powerful take on Ariel. And yes, he's still reviewing theater on his YouTube channel. Only now it's with a seasoned actor's perspective. Zoe Perry, Mary Cooper. Zoe Perry gave a grounded, emotionally resonant performance as Mary Cooper, balancing her son's genius with her devout faith and deep love for her family. Now that the series has ended, Perry is diving back into theater and prestige television. She recently wrapped filming for a limited HBO series titled Echoes of Faith, in which she plays a small-town pastor grappling with a crisis of belief. Critics are already buzzing about her powerful performance, which echoes the emotional depth she brought to Mary. Off-screen, Perry has become an advocate for mental health awareness in the acting community, launching a podcast called Behind the Curtain, where she talks candidly with actors about the emotional toll and rewards of storytelling. Lance Barber, George Cooper Sr. George Cooper Sr.'s storyline was always a looming shadow for fans who knew his fate from The Big Bang Theory. But Lance Barber made George a fully realized, empathetic character. His heartfelt portrayal gave the character layers fans never expected. Post-Young Sheldon, Barber is taking on a new challenge directing. He's currently helming his first indie comedy Dad Mode, a father-son road trip film that's already generating buzz at Sundance. Barber is also lending his voice to a new adult animated series on Netflix titled Blue Collar Gods, voicing a retired mechanic turned reluctant hero. His comedic timing is thriving in the world of animation, proving his versatility beyond live action. Montana Jordan, Georgie Cooper. Montana Jordan's portrayal of Sheldon's older brother Georgie was equal parts humor and heart. As the show progressed, Georgie's transformation into a responsible father and partner resonated with viewers. Jordan, now in his early 20s, is stepping into leading man territory. He's starring in a gritty sports drama Under the Lights, playing a troubled high school football star fighting for a second chance. The role marks a departure from the laid-back charm of Georgie, showcasing Montana's dramatic chops. He's also staying close to his roots, launching a YouTube channel focused on outdoor living and country life, blending lifestyle content with stories from his East Texas upbringing. Reagan Reverd, Missy Cooper. Reagan Reverd's portrayal of Missy, Sheldon's twin sister, became a fan favorite. Missy was smart, witty, and often the emotional glue of the family. Reverd's acting range and timing made Missy unforgettable. Now a rising star, Reverd is moving into high-profile roles. She recently joined the cast of a new Netflix thriller Second Skin, playing a teenager whose doppelganger appears after a near-fatal accident. Her performance is haunting and complex, signaling a bright future in more mature roles. Outside of acting, Reverd is a vocal advocate for animal rights and recently authored a children's book titled Pause for Thought, inspired by her rescue dog. She's using her platform to promote kindness and empathy, traits that echo Missy's strong heart. Annie Potts, Meemaw/Connie Tucker. Veteran actress Annie Potts stole scenes as Meemaw, the sharp-tongued, whiskey-loving grandmother with a heart of gold. Her chemistry with the younger cast and her undeniable charisma kept viewers glued to the screen. Potts has returned to her theater roots, recently starring in a revival of Steel Magnolias in Atlanta, where she received a standing ovation every night. Her performance was a beautiful nod to her legacy, while offering fresh depth. She's also producing a documentary titled Southern Women, Southern Voices, spotlighting the untold stories of Southern actresses across decades of film and television. Potts remains a beloved figure, continuing to elevate others in the industry. Matt Hobby, Pastor Jeff. Matt Hobby's Pastor Jeff was both comedic relief and unexpected emotional ballast throughout the show. His goofy sincerity and occasional spiritual wrestling made him a surprisingly deep character. Now, Hobby is developing a comedy series for Apple TV Plus called Holy Moly, where he stars as a modern pastor trying and failing to stay relevant in a digital world. The show is semi-autobiographical, blending satire with real reflections on faith and family. He also recently voiced a lovable villain in the animated feature Spooky Town, delighting a younger audience and expanding his reach beyond live action. Emily Osment, Mandy McAllister. Emily Osment joined the show later, but quickly became a key player as Mandy, Georgie's girlfriend, and the mother of his child. Her grounded, fiery performance earned her critical praise and gave the show added emotional weight. Osment is continuing her successful transition from child star to dramatic actress. She's leading a new ABC family drama Woven, where she plays a social worker trying to keep her own family together while helping others. Osment has also returned to music, dropping a surprise EP titled Backwards in High Heels, a blend of folk and acoustic soul. Her voice, both literal and metaphorical, is stronger than ever. A legacy of growth. As young Sheldon concludes, it leaves behind more than just a beautifully told story. It leaves a legacy of growth, evolution, and heart. The cast, bonded by years of shared scenes and stories, are all stepping into the next chapter of their careers with creativity, boldness, and grace. For fans, it's bittersweet. But there's comfort in knowing that just like Sheldon, the show's stars are growing into their next adventures, curious, brilliant, and ready for the next big bang.